So I had to, I'm having to re-record this because, well, not re-record it. I forgot to hit record is what I'm trying to say, and I'm an idiot. So when I went to upload the video, I accidentally uploaded the previous episode. So I had to delete that. So this is the actual new one. Now here we have the character select screen. Ignore the fourth playable character there. If you know, you know. If you know why that's there, you know why that's there. It's not finished at the moment. We'll show it off later at some point. This episode's going to be more minor with what we have. But we do have some new things, like, for example, that knockback's a thing, and that's really the major thing. Currently, there's only 2 moves that do knockback. That's going to be changed to at least 1 per character. Woofius is this. It's going to be Zamba's head roll. Monty's slam, obviously, that's evident. And the new character's primary attack does knockback. Now, the knockback does not apply to the Guiki here, as, you know, they're stationary. Knockback wouldn't really help you. If anything, it'd hinder you because it'd put distance in between you and them, giving them time to throw another shuriken. So, just the standard stagger's fine. And if you're curious, knockback does not apply to Damien in any capacity. He still can get staggered by, like, your spin move, for example. He'll get staggered by the double move, like the longest move charge for any character, but no knockback on Damien. I feel like the Damien fight would actually be pretty hard if he moved at a speed that was comparable to yours, or at least as Woofius, because Woofius moves at a speed of like 15. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is faster than the shurikens. I believe they move at a speed of 13. Ugh. The hitbox is a little wonk on the sword dash. You notice how the sword peeks out the bottom and top a little bit on alternate frames? I'm pretty sure that's what hit me. I definitely need to tweak that, though. Anyway, stage 2. It glitched and uses wind-up animation instead of the stagger. But there's Mazgul's knockback animation, and yes, it does look friggin' horrible. Probably gonna add some more weight to it, because Mazgul's just kinda... Skullgrin's, when I tried to record this before, Skullgrin had this problem where he would die in 1 hit if you used any move that did knockback. And I have fixed that now. Now he does not die in 1 hit from moves that inflict knockback. I forgot a very important part of the code. The knockback still has a lot of glitches where I just implemented it at like what, 4 a.m.? It's 5 p.m. right now, at least where I live. And I implemented this at 4 a.m. because I'm a night owl. And if you're curious, yes, Regulus does have a knockback animation. Yes, he does take knockback damage. No, it does not go far because, I mean, look at his size. If you've noticed so far, the distance they go when you knock them back is comparable to their size. Obviously, the Gruntus goes the farthest, and Mazgul goes the least because he's the largest. So Regulus here is going to go basically no distance whatsoever. As you saw, barely any. You probably wouldn't have even known that he moved if I hadn't told you, but he did. This is actually where the previous attempt ended, as Regulus just kind of glitched out. So when you killed him, he started friggin' bouncing and didn't stop. The knockback, I forgot to include a knockback code where he would die at the end of the knockback animation. So he just kept looping the knockback animation and bouncing on the ground. That's the second time that's happened. And it worked that time, so that's neat. Sending the Gruntus to the moon. Gonna add a little more distance to Mazgul's, though. because it feels a little finicky. Also, I might decrease the time in between your stab move, because God, this friggin' stab move here, that's look at that. That's kind of ridiculous. Woofius used to be the worst character, but I think because of that, he's the best one. And now we got Sumer, because Sumer is the thing that I decided to make. This was a poor decision on my part. Yeah, Sumer's easily the worst boss in the game. And he probably will be by the time I finish it, unless I make something that's completely busted and impossible to beat, which I don't plan on doing that. But Sumer's kind of a cakewalk, because all he does is summon Mozguls and shoot fireballs. And because he just doesn't move. He can't really attack you himself, other than, you know, the fireball, but I mean, that's easy to dodge because of how slow it is. And also, well, he does do it randomly, so you can't, like, time it. It is in random intervals, but he could do 2 in a row. That would be kind of unfair, but he still does it. I don't see him do it. Oh yeah, this is the screen where I was testing Regulus after he glitched the frick out, and I was trying to fix that. I did eventually fix it, considering, you know, I recorded the video. But that's the end of the recording. We should have the 4th playable character finished by number 10. Not going to be finished by number 9. I have another thing I want to do before we get the new playable character working. I.e. start on stage 3. That's the primary plan, because I've been working on bug fixing stage 1 and 2 for a while now, and I want to move on to stage 3 before I go back and do more of that, because at the moment the game's progress is halted, basically. We haven't had much progress. Obviously the Knockback's a friggin' huge development. That makes the game feel a lot weightier. Makes it feel a lot more like Maximus. Because before the enemies didn't really have any weight to them, but now they kind of have knockback. The player doesn't have knockback yet. I probably am going to fix that. So that's the end of the recording for today.